Hello, everybody. Welcome to Wednesday. Today was a really good day. The S&P 500 was up 1.4%. There was just so much green on the board today. Lots of things moving. Even the bond market participated very heavily today. The Vanguard Total Bond Market Index (ETF), ticker symbol BND, was up 1.3% today. That's a big move for the bonds. I can't remember it doing that very often. So today, of course, the big news was that the Federal Reserve had met. Chairman Powell came out for question and answer, and the market really liked what they had to say. They also put out what's called their dot plot, which they do 4 times a year, kind of projecting each governor, where they see the rates being next year. And they see rates being 0.75% lower on average across all the governors. And lots of wording in the different statements and in the question and answer that I kind of let the market believe that this might be the end of the rate increases and that really we will be looking for some rate decreases next year. Of course, the market is betting that those will start in May. There's some pushback from the Federal Reserve as to whether it would be that early. Might be a little bit later in the year, but nonetheless, this is exactly what the market is trying to hear. At the same time, we got the PPI the report, which is the Producer Price Index. This is wholesale inflation. And the core version of that, where they take out food and energy, was barely up, really. I mean, just as much as it moved back in January of 2021. So inflation, at least on the wholesale level, was much better than expected. So, this is kind of combined with the Federal Reserve, looking at lowering rates and what have you too. So big day, actually, really kind of fun. The Dow hit its all-time high. It closed above 37,000. It's never been there before. It was 37,090 today. The S&P 500 is just about 2% away from its all-time high. So the markets are really participating. It's been a great run. Of course, we hit that low, kind of intra-year low, so to speak, back on the 27th of October. And we've just had a pretty much straight up run from there. Just an incredible time frame. So good time to be an investor, good time to be in the market. I'm glad we were already in the market, fully invested all the way through all of this and whatnot too. Again, I think the credit goes to focusing on the primary trend. We didn't bail out when the market was down 10% from its high of, end of July to the end of October, just because it hadn't violated the primary trend. We were still going up. And of course, now we are reestablishing new highs again today for the year. And really, we can start talking about the high, all-time high for the S&P 500. We're above 4,700. We're only about 92 points away from the all-time high in the S&P 500. At the rate we're going, it's possible we could do that this year. I wasn't expecting that. But what happened today was a big deal. We've already got tons of momentum going in the right direction. And now we get some, corresponding news that helps that momentum. And that probably keeps things running here for a while. Wouldn't be surprised to see some pullbacks just because there has been so much. But again, there's a lot of money that is not in the market that is now coming into the market to continue to push this forward. Over the last year and a half, an awful lot of people have kind of sat on the sidelines looking at, these higher rates, 5% CDs or whatever. And, now the market's probably going to start looking better to those people. And it's sort of like a rocket ship. Once you get into these new all-time highs, there's no resistance above oftentimes, and you can get some nice runs for a while. And so that's what happened today. A really good day. Look forward to being able to see what's going to happen tomorrow. Talk to you then.